Are you struggling today to really trust and understand God's plan for your life? I have some hope for you today. Welcome to the Daily Devo. I am Vince Miller. We're in a brand new series on 1 Samuel. We're currently in chapter 1. The theme of chapter 1 has been the 6 people who influenced Samuel's life. So far, I have already listed 6. I'm adding in a 7th today, and that, of course, is the Lord. I just couldn't pass over this moment. We are going to read verses 26 through 28 today. It states, "And she, that is Hannah, said to Eli, 'Oh, my Lord, as you live, my Lord, I am the woman who is standing here in your presence, praying to the Lord for this child.'" And I can see her holding up baby Samuel. "For this child I prayed, and the Lord has granted me my petition that I made to him. Therefore I have lent him to the Lord." And then she's handing him out to him. "I have lent him to the Lord. As long as he lives, he is lent to the Lord." What a crazy moment, right? I wonder what Eli is thinking right at this moment. But here's the deal. 1 Samuel is not primarily about Hannah, Elkanah, or even Samuel. It is primarily about the Lord. Now, this chapter may begin with God caring for Hannah and providing for her in her distress and barrenness and even her shame. But as we will see, in caring for Hannah, the Lord also cared for all of Israel. What he did for Hannah was not exclusively for Hannah. Unfortunately, this is how many want to read chapter 1 and understand the story because, well, we want a God who saves us from our unique problems, don't we? We want a God who vows to serve and to save us from our every need. But in this situation, God was not just saving and serving Hannah, but he was saving and serving all of Israel. Through one child, he provided an immediate path through all their social unrest and hinted about another child who he would use to save the world from all sin. That, of course, was his own child, Jesus. I think that this is important and an essential lesson in chapter 1 because it's all about divine providence. Sometimes you see, we understand acts of God as acts only done for us. This is a very wrong and arrogant assumption. The things God does might be done to us and might bring us some form of pleasure, but they are not done only for us or to please our will. They are done for his will, at his pleasure, and to accomplish his plan. That's it. Now, God may do things for you that look like they're only for you, but usually God has a greater plan at play. This is what Hannah understands in her statement to Eli at the end of the chapter. She even hints to Eli that he may not understand, but Samuel is one lent who's going to lend a hand in God's plan. Samuel's time has come to spend the rest of his days serving the Lord. So I want you to know something today. God does care about you, but he doesn't only care about you. He cares about all his children. This means that your life, will, plan, vision, and even your aspirations are not the only ones at play. God's will win the day. Hannah understood this. She had her will, but then there was God's will. He provided for her, but then she did not get in the way of God's will. By doing so, she, her son, and her family became a beautiful part of the story of God, which, by the way, will stand in contrast to Eli and his sons in the next chapter. Now, the ultimate application of chapter 1 is this: God is at the center of the story. Don't let your will get in the way of God's will. See the connection of your story to his and become a beautiful part of the most remarkable story ever told. I love you guys. I pray this has blessed you. If it has, share it with someone else and live all in for him who lived all in for you.